We're not private anymore, are we? Ladies and gentlemen, the show we've all been waiting for, Paranormal Buzz Radio is proud to present REP Paranormal and Friends with your hosts, Kim Purvis and Allison Robinson. Live every Thursday night on Spreaker, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific. Be sure to check out their Facebook page, REP Paranormal Busters.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to another night of REP Paranormal and Friends. So, before we start off with our creepier side of Christmas, who ordered this weird ass weather for today? Like, who?
Not me.
Yeah. So it started off as kind of like a little tiny sprinkle when I went to the gym. I was at the gym for an hour and I come out and it was freaking ice everywhere. Cars sliding everywhere, everything. It was nuts. And then by what, like 8, 9 o'clock, it was like, by the time the sun came out, it was nice.
Gone.
Yeah, and it was nice out.
Yeah, it got up to the 50s.
Yeah.
Then it's supposed to snow this week, or tonight.
Tonight and into tomorrow. Yeah, exactly.
And then Wednesday, they're talking about 70s again.
Oh, my Lanta. I'll keep the 70s.
I know, but you just don't know how to dress anymore.
I know, exactly. I don't know what to wear.
I wore my 2 sweatshirts and my coveralls and everything. I had to take a sweatshirt off because I was sweating this afternoon.
Yeah, I was sweating because the gal up front had that heater going the whole time, and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was sweating balls. Like, it was hot as balls in there. It was just nuts. Anyways, so tonight was actually going to be our pre-recorded show, but due to some family emergencies, that has been pushed back. So look forward to that in the next coming months. It's going to be a really awesome show, and I'm really looking forward to it once we get around to it. So tonight, we're going up to the backup plan that we had. And, we haven't really discussed anything like this. So I thought, why the hell not? Let's do it. Some of these things I have never heard of before. So I was just like mind blown when I was like looking through all these things. And some of the things that Kim came up with too. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Darren, no. Not wearing shorts in winter. I don't wear shorts that often. And when I do, it's really hot out. Because I do not like to wear shorts. So I'm always in pants. Anyways, so tonight we're going to be talking about the creepier side of Christmas. Oh, hey, Angie, I didn't see you sneak in there. We miss you, Angie. We can't wait to get with you gals sometime. You're always just too busy for us anymore, and it sucks.
Yeah.
We gotta get on an investigation with you. So, anyways, we're gonna start off. I tried to talk Kim into talking about her stuff first, and she's like, no, you got a good list going. And I'm like, really? I'm like 4 glasses in. Who knows how long this is going to last and how long I'm going to make sense or if I'm going to be able to read my writing.
Like I said, better you get yours first.
Yes, and you probably hear Kim's dog in the background. He's barking at me. He's literally out right now. And if he could, he'd probably be sitting in my lap by now. But he can't because the chair's blocking him. All right, so what comes to your mind when you think of cats and Christmas? Kim, what do you think of?
Cats and Christmas?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got 10 of them out there. Christmas comes, I'll let you know.
So, when I think of cats and Christmas, I think of them, how they knock the ornaments off the tree, or they're trying to climb the tree, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And this little folklore ditty here, it is the Christmas or Yule cat of Iceland, and I don't know how to pronounce it in this word. I'm gonna butcher it, but I'll try to say it. Jolakuturin, I think, something like that. But anyways, it means the Christmas or Yule cat of Iceland. And according to this legend, it is a very large black cat with fangs that only appears at Christmas. And if you do not leave new colorful clothes, under the tree with other gifts, then it's said that the children will be eaten by this cat. It is unsure how this story came about, but there is also a poem, which I'm going to pull up here because I didn't want to write it all out. Yes, Angie, I know you did get your cat right after Christmas from Kim. And she is super cute. I like to see the pictures of her on Instagram. Alright, so I'm going to pull up this poem here real quick. Okay. You know the Christmas cat. That cat is very large. We don't know where he came from, nor where he has gone. He opened his eyes widely glowing, both of them. It was not for cowards to look into them. His hair sharp as needles, his back was high and bulgy in claws. On his hairy paw were not a pretty sight. Therefore, the women competed to rock and sew and spin and knitted colorful clothes or one little sock. For the cat could not come and get the little children. They had to get new clothes from the grown-ups. When Christmas Eve was lighted and the cat looked inside, the children stood straight and red-cheeked with their presents. He waved his strong tail, he jumped, scratched, and blew, and was either in the valley or out on the headland. He walked about, hungry and mean, in hurtfully cold Christmas snow, and kindled the hearts with fear in every town. If outside one heard a weak meow, then unluck was sure to happen. All knew he hunted men and didn't want mice. He followed the poor people who didn't get any new clothing near Christmas, and tried and lived in poorest conditions. From them he took at that same time all their Christmas food, and ate them also if he could. Therefore the women competed to rock and sew and spin and knitted colorful clothes or one little sock. Some had gotten an apron, and some had got a new shoe or anything that was needful. But that was enough, for pussy should not eat no one. That sounds bad.
That sounds very bad.
Sorry, we're getting in a rabbit hole.
Already.
Okay, the wine and that just, woo! Who knows if I can get through the rest of this without laughing. Oh my goodness gracious gravy. Alright. Who got some new piece of clothes, he hissed with his ugly voice and ran away. If he still exists, I don't know. But for nothing would be his trip if everybody would get next Christmas some new rag. You may want to keep it in mind to help if there is need, for somewhere there might be children who get nothing at all. Perhaps that looking for those who suffer from lack of plentiful lights will give you a happy season and Merry Christmas. Huh. Very interesting.
I always got new clothes for Christmas. So
I know, I did too. Me too. Porno kitty. Oh my god. Here we go. Down the rabbit hole.
Don't we always?
We do. It wouldn't be our show if we didn't have any kind of technical difficulties or we went down a rabbit hole or whatever. You know how it goes. Anyways. Excuse me. The next one that I have is when you think of Christmas, you think of presents, Santa, spending time with your family, etc., right? You don't really think of a half-goat, half-demon, horrific beast who beats people into being nice instead of naughty. And this just happened over the weekend on the 5th was Krampus. And I know a lot of cities and stuff, this is like a big thing now. Now they like have festivals with this Krampus. I saw Spook Eats. She took part in that in Buffalo, New York, and that looked pretty cool. It'd be awesome if we had something around here like that. It'd be pretty cool. But and I had talked a little bit about this last year with one of my listeners. I had started watching one of these movies, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? And I think it was when I had my surgery, so I was kind of half in, half out. I didn't finish it, but I need to go back and watch the whole thing. But anyways, Krampus is said to have horns, dark hair, fangs, and a long tongue. This anti-Saint Nicholas is said to also carry chains and bells that he lashes about, along with a bundle of birch sticks meant to swat the naughty children. Then he is said to take the naughty kids to the underworld. I know a few people that he could take, but let's not name names here. The word Krampus comes from the German word Krampen, meaning claw, and is said to be the son of, here we go, trying to read my writing, Helen Norse, I think, mythology. I can't read my writing. It's very bad. I wrote this during darts the other night, by the way, some of it. So I was writing quickly in between playing. Nowadays, different cities, like I said, are embracing this Krampus and celebrating with festivals, which is pretty cool. So that was just a quick little bit of Krampus that happened on the 5th. Apparently, we must have been good because we're not taken to the underworld. Hallelujah. Another year. Whoop whoop. And then, so, do you want to share any of yours? Why don't
You done with yours already?
No, I'm not done with mine yet, but you can share some of yours.
Go ahead. Keep going. Because you're doing good yet. Your wine hasn't kicked in, then I'll...
Who would I use as a mascot for Krampus? I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that one and let you know. My wine must not have thoroughly kicked in yet, because I'm not just spewing a whole bunch of stuff yet. I don't think. Anyways, okay, so while she's getting her stuff ready, the next one I had was, I'm going to probably butcher this, but whatever. Frau Perchta. And this was a witch who comes to see who has been naughty or nice. It is said that she slits the bellies of bad children and stuffs their corpse with straw. How would you like that? If you're naughty, I'm going to send this person after you and they're going to slit your belly open and take your guts out. Yeah, that's what I want to hear when I'm a kid right before Christmas.
Oh, no kidding. Let's scare the kids to death.
No shit. Oh, gosh, that one was really weird. That's all I had on that one, but it was very bizarre to read that. I'm like, what is this? I'm going to have to look into that a little more thoroughly. I don't know if I would have said that to my kids when they were little, but you never know. I mean, nowadays they got that elf on a shelf or whatever. I never did any of that stuff. I don't know how people can take the time to do all that. More props to you if you can. Anyways, the next one is Mary... I want to say Oh, it's a dog. Lude. And this is from Wales. It'd be good for weight loss. You wouldn't have any freaking intestines. You would be dead. Okay, so this story goes that when the children open the door, they see a creature with a horse's skull, wearing a long, billowing cloak, and trailed by people chanting. Enough of that, I would just slam the door and be like, bye. Anyways, I don't know why they kept this open, but this weird horse skull looking thing had like these fake eyeballs, and his jaw was just kind of halfway open, so it had this weird looking like kind of smiley grin thing on it. And so when the children would see this, they would be frozen in terror, and they would piss themselves basically. And while they're sitting there scared to death pissing themselves, the adults around them would be wishing everybody a happy new year. What kind of morbid, sick, twisted thing is that? Oh, my kid's pissing himself. Happy New Year! Really? This is just bizarre. I've never heard of some of these things. And it's just bizarre that they have these such weird, creepy things. You don't think of that around Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, you think Halloween and stuff. But no, this stuff happens all the time. Look at some of the... Oh, dog's got a pop bottle now to keep it quiet.
Gotta keep it quiet.
Gotta keep it
occupied.
That's right. But you think of some of, like, the story rhymes and things that we had when we were growing up, and you think, oh, this isn't bad, but then when you go back, you're like, holy shit, that was terrifying. Like, what is that? Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. Oh, God. Matt said one way to keep those crotch goblins in line. Oh, my God. Here we go. Darren said he would hate to see black-eyed kids on Christmas. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. Hey, now. No. We're doing a show.
Go get your bottle. Go get your bottle.
Let's go outside. No. Doesn't work for her dog. It works for my dog, but not hers.
Go get your bottle. Here.
All right.
Get your bottle.
Next one. Go. This one is another really weird, morbid one. I don't know why people seem to want to do this stuff around Christmas. It's just mind-blowing. But anyways, Hans Trap. And this was in France. According to this story, Hans was a man who was known for his greed. Okay? He was a greedy a-hole. Let's just put it that way. And it is said that he used witchcraft and deals with the devil to become rich. And after he was excommunicated from the Catholic Church, he lost his wealth. And it is said that once he lost his wealth, that he started roaming the countryside disguised as a scarecrow. This is kind of reminding me of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, where that scarecrow is in the field and he kills people. Really bizarre. If you haven't watched that movie yet, go watch it. It's actually really good. I have the books. Anyways, squirrel moment. Back to my story. Anyways, somewhere along these lines, he became consumed. I can't even talk. I think I need more wine, which Kim does have a bottle here for me.
It's unopened.
It's unopened, and I could drink from the bottle. I don't have a cup here, but we're not going to do that. I have to work tomorrow. But anyways, back to the story. He became consumed with the idea of tasting human flesh. Who wouldn't just decide one day they want to, that sounds yummy. I want to eat a person today, said Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, gosh. Here we go. So what he did is he lured a shepherd boy to his death and then cooked him over a fire. But right before he was able to taste this little boy that he cooked up over his fire, God comes in and says, "This is enough. Things have gone too far." And he struck Hans with lightning. Okay, so you're going to let him kill somebody and roast them over a fire before you strike them with lightning? I don't know. I would have done it before that, but that's just me. Anyways, this Hans guy then dies, but it's said that he returns on Christmas, and he goes from door to door looking for young, tasty children. Sounds like a pedophile to me. I don't know why, but it just does. Oh, my Lanza. Anyways, that's what I have for stuff. So we'll see here. Kim looked up a few things here, so we will turn it over to Kim and see what she has come up with.
Mine aren't exciting, really.
Oh, whatever.
Like yours. Let's see. Let's see. In the 1700s, carolers would sometimes break down doors and demand food and drink from residents. It says, singing carols to door may be an innocent holiday diversion today, but it once was controversial and potentially dangerous practice in a place for, let's see, in the 17th century, they would arrive at homes unannounced and demand to be given the residents' finest food and drink. They would sometimes threaten violence and rape, destroy property, and sing songs with lyrics such as, "We've come here to claim our rights, and if you don't open up your door, we'll lay it flat upon the floor." Let's see. And then caroling was considered rioting Chamberlain. Can you imagine that?
No. I can't. That's just... I can't believe... Well, I mean, I can nowadays because, there's a lot of assholes in the world. But where do they come up with this stuff? Instead of just, going around singing carols, trying to, brighten everybody's spirits and stuff, going, "Where's my food? Where's my food? Give me food!" Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. I'm going to beat your ass if you don't give me food, basically.
Drink and food. And it's got to be their finest food and drink.
Well, you know what? It could be a $2 chuck for all you know.
Let's see.
That's just
I
Kim's
gotta
dog.
tend to him. You need to read this one.
Okay. Alright, she's gonna tend to her dog. Sorry about that.
He's not behaving.
He's not. No.
We'll go outside. Okay, let's go outside.
The Christmas parties?
Yep.
Okay. Christmas parties may have their origins in wild pagan festivals. Okay, let's see what this says. I'm reading this for Kim. She's tending to her dog. Alright, let's see here. Christmas hasn't always been celebrated on December 25th. That date of Jesus' birth was only officially decided more than 300 years after his death by Pope Julius I. Before that, Christ's birth was marked on at least 3 different dates: March 29th, January 6th, and sometimes in June. Conveniently, December 25th roughly coincides with the date of the Roman festival of, Saturnalia and the winter solstice, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. This ancient festival involved unrestrained drinking. Oh, yeah, I could go for the drinking part. And role reversal between slaves and their masters. Schools were closed, criminals were allowed to run rampant, which, that is not cool. And the wealthy were encouraged to give gifts to the poor in order to avoid robbery. I can see that, where wealthy people should give the poor gifts.
I'm poor.
Let's see, where the fuck am I at?
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Okay. Although we think of Yule logs today as sweet Christmas cakes, they used to be actual logs that would be burned on the fire. Back in Europe's Iron Age, many people would burn logs decorated with pine cones, holly, and ivy, according to the History Channel. That's interesting. Burning the logs was said to bring good luck for the new year, but the ashes were some of the biggest prizes from the ceremony. They were said to ward against aging. Oh, I need that. And even protect the person who had them against lightning, which, as the History Channel noted, was important given that many houses were made of wood.
Let's see.
There you go. Back to Kim. She's done tending her crazy dog.
I want to go back to... I want you to read this one for Matt. This one's got to be for Matt.
Oh, shit.
Read this one to Matt.
Matt
and Darren.
Matt and Darren?
Yeah, this is for Matt and Darren.
This is for you guys. I don't know what it says, but whatever. We'll find out. Okay. The Nutcracker Ballet is based on the 1816 story, The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, by German author E.T.A. Hoffmann. In the original tale, a 7-year-old girl named Marie slices her arm open after being startled by a vision of her toy Nutcracker coming to life. As she recuperates, her godfather, Drosselmeyer, tells her the tale of a man cursed with the ugliness of a nutcracker by a heartless queen. When Marie eventually declares that she would love the Nutcracker no matter his appearance, she is whisked away into the doll kingdom to marry him. Ooh, doll kingdom. I see why it's for Matt and Darren. Because as soon as he goes, no dolls.
That's why I thought it fit Darren and Matt perfect.
Oh, that's great. The two are wed within a year of meeting, even though that would make Marie 8 years old at the time of her marriage.
In the doll kingdom.
Wow. Darren said, fuck me. Darren wants to go to the doll kingdom. I heard it right here on our show. Oh,
Let's see. According to this legend, it turns out Santa isn't the only one who creeps down into homes unnoticed via the chimney. There are countless European legends that tell of both helpful and metallic.
What? Where are you at?
Right there.
Malicious.
There we go. I can't read tonight. Supernatural creatures sneaking into homes through chimneys. Scotland and England legend tell of the brownie, which is a helpful household spirit that enters and exits homes at night through the chimney. In the Middle Ages, witches were also thought to pass into homes through their chimneys. In Greece, goblins called...
Crotch goblins? No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, this is that word. Okay, I'm going to butcher this, but... Let's see. Kale Zorai. Zori? I don't know.
Crawl into homes through the chimney and terrorize the families within. In the 19th century, Pennsylvania, the Pesnickel or Bellsnickel slipped down the chimney to reward good children with oranges and punish the naughty ones with a whip.
Ooh. Man.
I'm glad I was a good kid all my time.
That's funny.
I never got whipped, so I must have been good.
I never got whipped either.
Let's see, I had another one here. Must have been on a different one because that was it. That was creepy.
That was creepy weird.
Creepy. Let's see. Where'd it go?
Ha ha, you're funny, Darren. I will kick your ass the next time I see you. Oh.
I don't know what it's all about.
She doesn't know what this one's all about, but apparently I'm going to read it. So we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Okay, so I guess some of the earliest Christmas cards were morbid and creepy. Santa kidnapping children and murderous mice were par for the course in the Victorian-era Christmas card tradition. Those Victorians, I tell you what, they did seances and everything else.
Those are the ones you've got to worry about.
That's right, damn straight. In the 19th century, before festive Christmas cards became the norm, Victorians put a darkly humorous and twisted spin on their seasonal greetings. Some of the more popular subjects included, if I can read, I need glasses. Anthropomorphic frogs, bloodthirsty snowmen, and dead birds. What the frick?
No wonder these Victorian houses are haunted.
Yeah, no kidding. But they're so amazing. Like, oh my gosh, I love how they're built. Like, I just love them.
I love Victorian houses.
If I could live in a Victorian house, I would.
But the way they talk about the Victorians back then.
I know, no kidding. They were some shady people. They were sick and twisted, and who knows what else they did. Let's see here. So this must be one. May yours be a joyful Christmas reads one card from the late 1800s, along with an illustration of a dead robin. What the frick? You're gonna put that and then you're gonna put a dead bird? What?
No kidding.
Another card shows an elderly couple laughing manically as they lean out a second-story window and dump water onto a group of carolers below.
Well, they didn't want the carolers...
Wishing you a jolly Christmas, it says beneath the image.
They didn't want those carolers knocking down their door. So
that's right. Damn
water
straight, asking for food and drinks and shit.
So they threw water on them.
We'll show you. We'll show you. We'll throw water on you. Oh my gosh. Morality and strict code of social conduct embodied the time period of Queen Victoria's reign, 1837 to 1901. But the Victorians still had their fair share of questionable practices. Yes, they did. They thought nothing of posing with the dead or robbing graves and selling the bodies. Their holiday customs evolved with just as much curiosity. Clowns, insects, and even the devil himself had a place in early holiday fanfare.
Clowns?
Clowns! I'm scratching my head on this one. What do clowns have to do with Christmas? What the frick?
Dolls and clowns.
Oh, man. That sounds like a perfect paradise for Darren and Matt.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so in the 19th century, the iconography of Christmas had not been fully developed as it is now, says a lecturer, Penne Rastad, a lecturer in American history at the University of Texas. Let's see. Oh, the first Christmas card was from 1843. That's craziness. Christmas didn't gain momentum until the mid-1800s. In 1843, the same year, the English author Charles Dickens created A Christmas Carol. Prominent English educator and society member Sir Henry Cole commissioned the first Christmas card, even with an impressive print run of 1,000 cards, of which 21 exist today. Better get your hand on that, you'll make some money. Full-fledged manufacturing remained, only a sideline to the more established trade in playing cards. Note paper and envelopes, needlebox and linen labels, and valentines, explains Samantha Bradbear, who's a historian for Hallmark Cards Incorporated. It took several decades for the exchange of holiday greetings to catch on both in England and the United States. Interesting.
There was one part in there I was reading. I don't know where it was at.
Yeah.
But they did pictures with them.
What the?
With the dead.
Oh, yeah.
And then sent it.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like, who'd want to do that for Christmas?
I don't know. Here you go. Here's a picture of me with your dead aunt. Merry Christmas. Okay, there was a weird picture. I was just going to kind of tell you about it, but now I don't know where it went. It was like a frog dancing with a beetle.
Oh, I saw that.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, yeah. The Island of the Dolls, Brian, that would be an awesome place to go. I think that would be a pretty cool place. Darren wouldn't make it out alive. He wouldn't even last 5 seconds. Matt would probably last even less. Because he can actually see what's on there. Sorry. Just kidding.
I think Matt could last longer than Darren.
Okay, that doesn't sound right.
With the dolls. With the dolls.
With the dolls. Oh my God. What kind of dolls? Blow-up dolls?
You're going down the wrong lane here.
Oh, gosh. It's always fun to have... Oh, ouch. Oh, just kidding. Does anybody else, does anyone else have any that they want to share? Any creepy stories or things that they've heard from Christmas or anything like that? Brian's laughing at blow-up ones. We like to have a little fun every now and then. My watch just went off, and it's a dude. He's like, I'm not sure I understand.
Your watch is going off on its own.
I guess. I didn't do anything. I didn't even know it could talk to me. I had no idea. Learn new things every day. Your dog is just not a happy camper tonight.
No, he's not. He gets to barking at everything outside.
Oh, I know. Mine do too. Let's see here. If we have anything else. If not, well... I didn't know how long it would take me. I'm a fast reader. I should learn this by now that I need to write 6 pages worth of stuff, and it might last me 45 minutes. Not even that. Because I'm a really fast reader. I tried to, draw it out.
Yes, I know.
I can't help it. I love reading. If I have time to sit down and read, I could read couple books a day that are 100 to 200 pages. I could read those in a day. No big deal. I love to read.
I'm trying to... I had another one marked, and it won't go to my marks. My tags.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that.
Ooh, I am not... Oh. Here we go. Ooh, this is a little bit different from folklore and stuff, but let's see here. I'm gonna look at this.
Well, what is it?
I'm just reading it real quick.
Dead air.
Nope.
There.
Oh my gosh.
Well, read it.
So some of these songs, have you realized this? Some of these Christmas songs, I'll Be Home for Christmas. So on this thing is saying that that people forget that the lyrics are from the perspective of a World War II soldier writing a letter home.
Right.
Okay? They hear the lines about mistletoe and presents by the tree and think about how nice it'll be to gather with family on Christmas Eve. But the kicker hits you like a ton of bricks, it says. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. What we've been hearing are the thoughts of a soldier as he sits in a hot foxhole eating cold beans and dodging enemy fire. Chances are this soldier died a sad and lonely death far away from roasting those chestnuts and figgy pudding. So there you go. I'll be home for Christmas. Pretty much not. He's probably dead in a hole, is what they're saying.
Yeah, I knew that fact.
I guess I never really paid attention. That's craziness. What? Christmas with Satan? What?
Okay. What were we missing?
Okay, this song was released in 1981. Record was an alternative holiday compilation of the ZE Records label that featured contributions from acts like Was Not Was and Suicide. I don't know who the frick they are. Also gave the world the Waitress's peppy holiday classic Christmas Wrapping. A 1982 reissue featured jazz punk icon James Chance, aka James White, performing his bizarre anti-holiday ditty about spending the Yuletide season with Old Scratch instead of Saint Nick. Strange stuff, but also oddly catchy. Don't think I've heard that one.
I don't think I ever heard that one.
And I love this song, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
I love that song. Why? I don't know, but I do. But, like, they're talking about how this heartwarming subject of a senior citizen murdered hasn't been updated for our don't text and drive times. Maybe something along the lines of Grandma got run over by a reindeer while liking her grandson's photo on Facebook, is what somebody put. Or perhaps Grandma got ran over by a reindeer because Santa was playing words with elves. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what the frick? What? I've never heard this one either. Have you heard this one? Please, Daddy, don't get drunk for this Christmas.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it says there's nothing like a Little John Denver to put us in a holiday mood, except you're likely to spill your eggnog skipping this sad little ditty when it comes up on random. Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas, Denver pleads. I don't want to see my mommy cry. Perhaps Daddy hitting the sauce a little hard this Yuletide season because he saw that Mommy was doing with Kris Kringle under the mistletoe. Never heard that one.
Never heard that one.
Backdoor Santa, that sounds a little naughty.
Yeah.
What the frick? How's come I've never heard any of these songs?
I don't know.
Like, I've heard, oh my god, what is it? Walking in a Women's Underwear. Has anybody heard that one?
No.
Mm-hmm. Go look it up. Walking in a Women's Underwear. That's craziness. So bizarre. I didn't even know some of these songs existed. Oh my. Anywho, that's all I have.
Did you have this one?
What? No.
That's another cryptid.
Oh, okay. I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. Like, I just was looking at it, and it just was bye-bye. Maybe it doesn't want me to read it.
Well, that's a possibility. Because you had that one.
Yep, I had the Krampus.
There.
Oh, okay. Is it Lussie from Norway? Okay, Norway and Sweden, 13th of December is St. Lucia's Day. St. Lucia is represented as a beautiful young woman, and nowadays the occasion is marked by a young woman in a white sash representing the saint, roaming the streets with health and safety officer, baiting crown of candles on her head. However, a few centuries ago, Norway celebrated St. Lucia in a very different form. For the night before December 13th, Lucy's night, was the night when evil spirits and demons rose up to wander the earth. Children needed to be good, and the adults warded off evil by protecting their homes with the sign of the cross. Lucy was portrayed as a hideous demon with tyrannical powers. She rode through the skies on a broomstick, accompanied by demons, evil spirits, and trolls, spreading mayhem and chaos, destroying property, crops, and livestock, and kidnapping or killing anyone foolish enough to not be tucked up safely in bed. That's fun. What's this one? Oh, I don't know. That's not really Christmas. Oh, we already talked about that one.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about those.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's pretty much what we had in a nutshell for tonight. I mean, it's not a full hour's worth, but it's still fun. It's still something different. Didn't know there was such a creepy side to Christmas other than Krampus. I mean, I knew about that. Didn't know there was so many other weird, morbid things, but that's all right. Maybe we'll find some more for next year. You never know. Do you have anything else you want to chit-chat about tonight?
You can tell them who our guest is for next week.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Darren. Remember to like and share, everybody, please. We appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Anyways, next week we have an awesome guest. All right. So it is Gail Hayson. And there will be a book out called A Medium at Large. She also has a podcast, I believe, called A Medium at Large. But we'll be discussing shamans, miraculous healings, and some remote viewing. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited to hear about that, how you can do all that stuff. That's going to be pretty cool. We have a lot of awesome guests coming up through the upcoming couple of months. So we're actually going to be working on a pre-recorded on Saturday. That'll air on December 30th. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a pretty cool one. That one is going to be about a person. His mom was possessed for over 12 years. And he wrote a book about it. So make sure you tune in for that so you can get more information about that and where you can find that book. Can't wait to hear about all those details. I couldn't imagine being a little kid going through that for that many years. I couldn't do it. There's no way in hell. Oh yeah, that's the one I talked about. That's the one.
Talked about that one?
Yep, I already talked about that one.
How
That's
about...
the one. You might have been tending to the dog.
I think so.
What the frick? Is that a... What? What the hell? Oh. That one's from... Is that from Guatemala? Yeah. Burning Devils. Here's another one Kim found before we head out. In order to rid houses of bad spirits for the new year, Guatemalans do a full house clean in December. Want to come clean my house? The dirt and dust is gathered from every home, and each neighborhood creates a large pile. A devil statue is built and placed on top of the offending dirt and burned. The bad omens are said to burn up with the devil. That's interesting. Maybe I should try to do that. Matt, are you sick again? Because Darren said, feel better, Matt. Are you sick again? I hope not. That is just shitty to be sick all the time. Anyways, I will give a quick shout out to everybody who's in chat.
One more.
Oh, Kim's got one more. She's like, no, one more. Uno más.
In Norway.
Ooh, hide your brooms. So they don't want you to clean, obviously. You gotta hide your broom. Anyways, Norwegians must put away their brooms on Christmas Eve. Legend has it that evil witches may come and steal them away if they are left out. Children who don't... Oh, that's the Yule cat. Oh, so it was real short and sweet.
Yeah, I knew it was. That's why I said we need that one.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, anyways, I'm going to give quick shout-outs to everybody who was in chat tonight. We had myself, we had Kim, we had Matt, Darren, Angie, we had Allie wasn't in chat but listening. We saw you up there. And we had Brian. So thank you, Brian, for joining us tonight. It was awesome to see you. You've been a little quiet. I haven't seen you online much at all lately. So it's good to hear from you and glad that you could join us for a little bit. We appreciate it. Thank you for everybody who was in chat tonight. Thank you for everybody who was not in chat but listening. We appreciate each and every one of you. And like I said, next week we'll be back with Gail Hayson. She is in the middle of writing a book. We'll find out when that's going to be coming out. We'll be talking about remote viewing, shamans, and miraculous healing next week. So that's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait to hear about it. So until then, peace out, everybody. We will talk to you next week.
Thank you for listening to REP Paranormal and Friends. Be sure to check out Kim and Allison on Facebook at REP Paranormal Busters.